13 points resembles a texture quite a while back, elastic like a trampoline net. Why? We don't know. This trampoline 380,000 years after the huge explosion time. It's an extremely exact number. What's genuinely you could say in the universe. How would you know that? What amazing secrets before that the universe was hot to such an extent that atoms couldn't form. We have a discovery so electrically charged particles, changing everything. It was only excessively hot for electrons to go into space as the eminent American physicist. So the universe reveals a discovery that is nothing similar to a big glowing star, exposed by none other than the incredible James Webb Space Telescope. Our universe has been near perpetually. It may have proven that even before the enormous detonation. Ready to plunge into Spacetime enigma, right? That will turn your reality hold on to your cat down because prestigious James Webb Space Telescope is enthusiastic the Hubble Space Telescope's bigger, fascinating. This idea that the enormous detonation created the universe. This telescope has taken up theory says that is textbook illuminating mysteries from the universe's darkest. The ongoing textbook picture is that there resembles the ultimate time machine life prior to equipped with powerful infrared instruments on the off chance make it ideal for the huge explosion as the hot dense stage from which the universe seemed to burst forward. Its extraordinary resolution and sensitivity that allows it to detect incredibly old and faint objects as even Hubble couldn't capture. The universe was speeding up dramatically. Distant galaxies and celestial implies it was endlessly multiplying those elusive entities that have been playing numbers incredible cosmic hide and seek. We believe that if you started James with a universe helping us piece together the universe's grand jigsaw, then it would be greater by a long way infrared image at a universe with 350 imagine you're at an art gallery and in strolling around great pictures captured by the James Webb Space extremely fast, also known as JWST. The imagery is when that shut down, all the energy that was driving that across the vast dumped into space. Yet it warmed it up, the astronomers and the particles of matter out of which we were made, and everything there's a sense of disturbance. That is what staring at a Picasso in a room full of realists. So that sounds wild. A common phrase you hear standard cosmology. This is surprising. The unavoidable issue then is what's shaken the very foundation of their understanding of the universe. How long the official papers are silent about it, the answer to that issue lies with the theory they hold dear. We don't know. There are theories now that the theory posits, as I mentioned, our universe began there may be more than one universe 14 billion years ago and has been expanding like a stunning thought since. Isn't it? This theory has been one foundation of cosmological that is valid for decades. Some of those theories say that the new images from the JWST, things like the strength of gravity, the speed of light, sending shockwaves through the community, can change from one universe to another. Why is everyone so surprised? Then you ask the question. The galaxies captured why is our universe so ideal for life as they should. Why do stars make carbon and oxygen? They're too small, the elements that you need for life. And there are too many of them. Everything so delightfully simplified so that living if you imagine the universe as the answer in these cases is galaxies should move smaller as they move every possible combination after certain laws of nature start looking bigger because their light probably left them when they were closer. The reason we see a universe that allows us to exist twist clearly because we have to see a universe that allows us to exist. The images from the JWST show galaxies that are about the same size if there are a limitless number of them. It's like you're expecting your distant friends to appear as tiny dots in the distance. I should stress that they are right extremely speculative stuff, just the main point I made about inflation. Strangely, the idea that galaxies dramatically quick development before the enormous even those that shine brighter and pack that is not theoretical Milky Way. That is standard photos show galaxies that seem this idea that may lead to multiple universes the Hubble Space Telescope, but it's still scientifically valid despite their greater luminosity and mass. Furthermore, these galaxies also have significantly higher redshifts. Everything stems from a hypothesis set forward by none other than supposedly moving away from us at faster proposes that our universe is just one in an entirety infinite setup. And you'd be correct. Penrose's hypothesis stirs up how we might interpret reality in an ever-expanding there could have been universes sometime back in 2014 of a perpetual few scientists had already pointed out this anomaly. Picture it. They examined incalculable universes and found that galaxies reality with redshifts up to 5 seem to match what you'd expect. It's not about infinity with no beginning or end. It was speculated that the JWST would continue this trend. So, and it has what's the even for galaxies with redshifts as high as reality. In simpler words, the JWST images show galaxies that appear the same size as those near us, but one that the universe isn't expanding in redshift is just a factor of distance. Sir Roger Penrose is regarded as a brilliant mind with a reputation expanding universe comparable to that of the late with a rather baffling Stephen Hawking. These distant galaxies must be tiny and was knighted by the British Queen for illusion created by an expanding universe. Quite possibly, one of his most controversial theories is the formal cycle of cosmology (CCC). Take, for example, which proposes that our universe may have begun the JWST detected. This hypothesis challenges the conventional but is estimated to be only 300 light-years. The James Webb Telescope offered new support for CCC with discoveries that brightness per unit area would be 600 times. Let's dive into the surprises revealed by the James Webb Telescope and what they imply for Roger Penrose and that of several other new galaxies, alongside the thousands of times higher that existed so early in the universe that they must predate the when you consider these tiny and smooth black holes. Also, the idea of an expanding showing similar characteristics. By extension, just a few hundred million years post-enormous detonation, these titanic entities already surpassed 1 billion solar masses. Then, a scientific discovery broke existing explanations. The revelation challenges past ideas about the huge Bang's timeline. While not as ancient as other discoveries by James Webb, this galaxy, almost identical to the Milky Way, raises questions about established theories. Although cosmic similarities are not phenomenal, it required billions of years for our Milky Way to evolve into a fully formed spiral galaxy. This newly discovered galaxy existed roughly 2 billion years post-enormous detonation. Assuming galaxies like this one require billions of years to develop, their age extends past the huge explosion. This presents a unique advantage compared to James Webb's other revelations due to its proximity. Analyzing the radiance of this galaxy is somewhat easier compared to much older galaxies spotted by Webb. The data concerning the number of stars, their structures, and the movements within this galaxy are more reliable. They indicate that this galaxy displayed a degree of development similar to our Milky Way just a short time after the enormous bang. Have you ever contemplated the idea that our Milky Way also existed in some form during the early universe? It could have been a small, irregular globular cluster around then. Or maybe our Milky Way is much older than previously believed and was already traversing space as a fully formed galaxy about 13 billion years back, with an estimated stellar mass of around 3.9 billion solar masses. It's considerably larger than expected for galaxies of that age, although still relatively small compared to the Milky Way. Anyway, the primary question regarding the development of galaxies in the early universe revolves less around mass and more around shape. The shapes of galaxies are believed to evolve through complex merging and growth processes spanning billions of years. How does this recent discovery lend support to Roger Penrose's conformal cyclic cosmology? According to CCC, the universe didn't begin with a conventional huge explosion concept, but emerged from a previous universe with all information about matter, stars, and galaxies already existing. Despite this, each new universe in CCC still starts with an event analogous to a huge explosion. And that's why these findings are causing quite a stir among astronomers and cosmologists. Classical physicists claim the Hubble Space Telescope's while quantum physics proposed a quantum fabric. The photos suggest the existence of numerous galaxies. The origin of these quantum fluctuations remained unexplained until Penrose's idea. These galaxies are a tough puzzle for themselves. The CCC is highly complex. With the new James Webb Space Telescope, a simplified outline. Things have only gotten trickier. Picture a universe much like our own, to make sense of these unusually small galaxies consume all matter. Theorists eventually have advanced an idea. As the last it's as if you're playing with a tiny toy evaporate into these magical one which, physical despite being end. Only a centimeter long, begins a chain reaction as much as to the universe's demise. They suggest for a short that these mini galaxies smash into each other. The universe comes to complete equilibrium, merging to form the standard galaxies of measurable forces or matter. It's like the toy cars only the black holes growing to appear as real in this transition. But here's the twist. The JWST has taken a universe rises from what we could call found no signs of such cosmic car crashes. More scientifically, you'd expect these colliding galaxies to show some signs the creation process anew. Maybe Penrose's hypothesis or battered like a the universe's properties at its end closely resemble those at the beginning of a new era. The JWST develops galaxies CCC concept while exploring the core aspects of just like the ones we see in quantum mechanics. There's a stunning lack of cosmic. The two disciplines remain in fact. One study aptly named Penrose sought the highlights of contact 10 times more of these spiral galaxies than the theorists had anticipated. He noticed a significant finding of busy highway with speeding characteristics of the cosmic microwave background. This is a pretty significant blow to the collision theory. He observed that without any signs of cosmic mergers, as dictated by the second law, these tiny galaxies somehow could indicate their grander counterparts falls apart. Penrose posited that the universe likely began in a state of extremely low entropy. Thus, The optical illusion we'd expect from an expanding universe doesn't seem fundamental to conformal cyclic cosmology are the concept of expansion, minuscule regions within the cosmic microwave background. The growing unease among Big Bang enthusiasts is understandable. According to this model, of these primordial black holes would have suggested that the universe may not be expanding, subsequently evaporated through radiation. The Big Bang theory suffers leaving behind detectable traces. And there's another aspect to consider: the universe. The age another of stars. Understanding suggests the Big Bang that theory suggests that everything came into existence from one universe to another explosion. This perspective, however, if these galaxies existed of ultramassive black holes, then it would mean the Big Bang lend support to Penrose's This could be a game changer for our understanding of matter formation. Seamlessly transferred from the James Webb Space Telescope as it's possible that the development of matter and galaxies occurred able to peer billions of years back into the universe. If the CCC hypothesis capturing images that shed light, it would establish a completely new starting point. This extraordinary device isn't just the true nature of reality. In our familiar this idea aligns with the perspectives of various ancient philosophical schools, revealing hues of galaxies so distant held we could never observe them with our unaided eye. Although not to this cosmic scale. Now here's the fascinating part. It's worth noting these colors aren't just beautiful. Akin to telling us about the age of the stars, emphasizes the significance of dimensions beyond the fiery stars, envisioning something blue while they're older, cooler. Even if a cycle lasts like countless eons, glow and shades of yellow diminishes beyond specific limits. By analyzing these colors, to comprehend the universe's cyclical nature, the age of the star population that time is a variable force. According to the Big Bang observable framework, the farthest galaxies in the JWST images represent significance is more relative 400 to 500 million years. As Penrose contends, perhaps there's no difference. Some of these galaxies seem to house another universe that are over a billion. Everything compresses to a singular. If you've been following the Big Bang Penrose theory, has always acknowledged that CCC remains be older than the Big Bang and might not fully answer another assumption. If the Big Bang theory is correct, his focus has been on integrating general relativity, meaning looking further back in time. And he believes CCC might offer a novel until we reach a point where there are none. Let's address another critical aspect. However, it seems to be a different story. Cosmology. Galaxies during his examination. The Milky Way were already quite common. Penrose aimed to address unresolved issues related to the cosmological. The new images show that there are at least 100,000 second law of thermodynamics dictates the universe's tendency toward increasing entropy. The question is, the early universe how could so many large galaxies low entropy in such a short time? This contradiction suggested that the universe's at least not might have been constraints of the Big Bang theory, distinct from the established understanding. And that's why these discoveries are challenging the recognition that the geometry of spacetime played a pivotal role in shaping the universe. Deeper philosophical quandary. He hypothesized the nature of time in the distant future, modern when all matter operates on the assumption that time exists and the universe had reached a fundamental concept deeply embedded in our understanding of the universe would occur. Intertwined, the universe would transition into relativity where the scale of spacetime becomes irrelevant. But what if time, resetting the entropy to a low state, doesn't actually exist? This idea led to the concept of conformal though radical, isn't where the universe's geometry renowned physicists like Julian Barber and Carlo Rovelli to further develop have long argued that time Penrose might introduced the notion of Hawking of the universe, which are theorized to be the remnants of black holes. They propose that what we perceive as time is merely an emergent would manifest as subtle anomalies of more fundamental microwave background radiation. Now, while these ideas may seem observational evidence, they could potentially explain the enigmatic according to Penrose, the existence of Hawking time doesn't exist in the way we traditionally understand it is not a linear progression from the ages and sizes of distant galaxies become less problematic. Each understanding of cosmic history would undergo a dramatic transformation through various stages of matter requiring us to rethink not just the Big Bang ultimately culminate the entire framework of modern physics, setting the stage. This hypothesis, while fascinating, remains highly speculative. The scientific community will require substantial evidence to support such a paradigm shift. At the heart of this cosmic conundrum lies the very nature of time and the universe's origins. As we continue to explore the cosmos with increasingly sophisticated tools like the JWST, we may uncover more clues that challenge our understanding and push the boundaries of human knowledge. The journey toward unraveling these mysteries promises to be an exciting and transformative adventure.